sexy. Everything about me so sexy. Oh yeah. Okay, I need to kind of make my hair look a little bit cute before I start filming. I think it's something about like people my age that sing that Liberty X song. Hi guys, today I'm just going to be putting some makeup on and catching you up with me because it's been a month probably since I did a video. There's nothing really major happened in my life that sort of stopped me from uploading anything, but there has been shit going down with my friends, which has meant I've been too busy to vlog, really, which is unfortunate because I've been doing loads of really fun things that I've wanted to tell you about, but I haven't been able to because sometimes life just gets in the way, doesn't it? So I'm just moisturising my face with the best moisturiser I've ever used, and it's Total Moisture from Benefit. It's fantastic. It doesn't break me out in spots at all. I was using the Nivea sort of daily moisturising cream before that, and you know what, it absolutely sucked. So there you go. I don't know why my lighting's so shit. I'm going to be doing my eyes first, so I'm just using a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape to do that. So what have I been up to? Well, lots and lots of rehearsing. I think in the last vlog that I did, last video I uploaded to YouTube, I was getting ready for the first read through for the Chicago musical, which I'm going to be in, and I've had a few rehearsals but not tons for that. It's a bit of a funny part, like I have a lead part but I'm not on stage for every single scene. I'm not like in chorus numbers, which is pretty good, to be fair. Like, I'm quite glad that I'm not in all these chorus numbers because I can't fucking dance. Like, I just can't dance. Sorry about that. So yeah, I've had to have a few rehearsals where I've had to learn the chorus parts of Chicago, and it's been fine. Like, there's not many harmonies at all in Chicago, and I think that's probably because it's actually a dancing show more than anything. I don't know what I can do about this lighting. Now you see it's got that effect on it. So yeah, when they were writing the show, Kandra and Eb, they were obviously more concerned about having good dancers to keep up with Bob Fosse's choreography. So they didn't worry too much about the old harmonies to learn. So we're pretty much singing the tune the whole time. I know I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder, but that's to see if I'm like bleached out by my lighting. Has my lighting always been this bad on my videos? What is going on? I keep saying that I'm going to get some better bulbs for this Hollywood mirror that I do my makeup in front of, but I have yet to do that. I'll just clean up that brow. I don't know why I've picked this brush up. I hate it for doing brows. So I am really suffering at the moment from Disney World blues. Like, I just can't stop looking at flights to Florida, watching Florida videos. Oh, I know I always watch Florida videos, but I just seem to be really, really obsessed with them at the moment. I think it's because there's so many people that are actually going that I've talked to, and seems to be a lot of YouTubers organising trips as well at the moment to go. And then there's just me with no plans to go whatsoever. So yeah, I have had an influx of crying over absolutely nothing recently. It's definitely my period. Yeah, just been feeling a bit glum at the moment. And also it doesn't help that, you know, somebody really close to me is going through a really tough time at the moment. Like that absolutely sucks, because you always hope that you're saying the right things. And I know I never do, because I'm a horribly honest person. Like, if somebody needs me to say the right things to them, I just can't do it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I always seem to mess up and say the wrong thing to people. I don't know. I just don't believe in bullshit, I guess. And that's maybe a good trait. I don't know. Oh, God, I can't get my eyebrows to look good today. I'm getting ready because we're going out to the cinema to go and watch Toy Story 4, which will be exciting. I'm drinking this Dunkin' Donuts thing that I brought home from Florida. Went out of date in November. November last year, I mean. But I'm fine, I'm not dead yet. So one of my favourite things I've been doing at the moment is actually using a blush as a transition shade. So this is actually a discontinued blusher from Soap and Glory. Made You Blush Cheek Colour in the shade Rosy Chic. I've used this for years. I absolutely love it. I bought about 5 of them. Last time Boots had a 3 for 2. Got it off the website. I don't know if you can still get it, but I think I've got about 3 left in my cupboard, which I am clinging on to and trying not to use. So it's unfortunate that I'm now using it in 2 parts of my face, but I just seem to like that pinky, blushy shade at the moment. It's just lovely, and I don't have an eyeshadow like it, so I thought, oh, let's give this a try, and I've been absolutely loving it. It blends really, really well. So anyway, back to holidays. I was looking at going to Florida, obviously. And I managed to find a deal for next year, and it's how much was it? 1,700 it was for 3 weeks. I'm just trying to change this lighting so you can see me a bit better. 3 weeks, 2 people, flights, car hire and hotel, flying on the 8th of January 2020 was £1,700. Now, that is really seriously tempting, but you won't do it. You won't let us go. It's ridiculous. I could have bloody secured the booking as well for like £175 per person or something ridiculous, and then had until January to pay it off. But I'm really bad at saving money. Like, it is my worst thing. I can't save money for some reason. I seem to get about 400 quid in my account, and then I think, oh, I'll redecorate, or oh, we need a new piece of furniture, or oh, we need a new bedding set, or, you know, I somehow managed to make money disappear really, really easily. So yeah, we're not like financially unstable or anything, like we're okay, but in terms of like saving up for nice things, like treats for ourselves, like holidays, days out, things like that, we're really bad at saving for it. We always seem to be saving for something for the house. Which, yeah, is fine. It's where you spend most of your time, isn't it? But I don't know, I would love to have a lovely, lovely, expensive holiday again, but who wouldn't, you know? I am going on holiday. I'm going on holiday with some friends. I probably mentioned it a month ago when I was actually vlogging and making videos. And that's in like a couple of months. Is it a couple of months? Yeah, a couple of months' time we're going to Spain with some friends from the show I did, Our House. And if you didn't see my vlog for that, I will link it up in the corner. This corner, I have no idea. In a corner, I will link a vlog to the backstage tour of the musical I was in, because it was really good fun. But yeah, I'm going away with some guys from there. Really looking forward to it. But need to save money for it. I'm really sorry about this lighting. I know it's awful. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sure it dips in and out of being bleached out or whatever. Oh, I'm using my usual Tartelette. Oh my god, a little piece of eyeshadow just fell out onto the floor. Hold on. I had this palette forever. It's doing so good. I've nearly used up all the matte shades in it, but I'm refusing to open my new one, which I got in Florida last year. Never been opened. I'm refusing to open it until I've finished using one of the shades in here that I use for my eyebrows. Like, I will keep using it. It is nearly all gone. It's all like bare pan with a little bit of colour around the edges. It's absolutely awful, but I am refusing to open my new one. I'm just not doing it yet. I'm hoping that I can stretch it to when we go to Spain in 2 months. I don't think I will, because it's just going to be less weight for my baggage. Because I'm only taking hand luggage for a week holiday in Spain, and I don't know how well I'm going to do with that, because I don't travel light at all. I really, really don't. I'm so annoyed about this lighting. Please stop it. So yeah, we're staying at my friend's parents' apartment in Spain. So we haven't had to pay anything for accommodation, which is amazing. We've just had to pay for our flights, so, and obviously like taxis to and from the airport and everything, but I'm so excited. It's just going to be awesome. Like, it's going to be super, super hot. I think it's about 35 degrees there at the moment, and we're going in August, so it's going to be even hotter when we go. And I don't do well in heat, but I figured, you know what, if I can walk around Disney World in 45-degree heat for 12 miles a day, I think I can sit by a pool in Spain and relax. So yeah, not too worried about that yet. I was talking about rehearsals, wasn't I? So yeah, I have been struggling with my accent for Chicago. I just keep hearing a black man's voice, because I'm trying to do sort of a New Yorkie kind of Chicago voice, but my character has a lot of attitude like Gary Coleman when I played him in Avenue Q with the same company that I'm doing Chicago with. And I don't know if you've seen the film of Chicago, but the character I'm playing is a black woman. It's Queen Latifah. So, and obviously she plays that amazingly because she's a fantastic actress. So I'm sort of trying to emulate her, but not at the same time. And yeah, I just think I sound like a white person trying to imitate a black person. And I know that's not cool, and I'm not doing it on purpose, but that is just how it sounds to me. But I don't know if that's because of the accent I had for Gary Coleman was a similar accent to what I'm doing now for Chicago. I don't know. Because when I was playing Gary Coleman, I wasn't trying to put on like an African-American accent, which, you know, is what Gary Coleman was. I was just doing Gary Coleman's voice, like copying that. I researched it so much. I watched so many videos on him and stuff, and watched loads of performances and listened to the recordings of his voice and everything. And the other actors that have played him in Avenue Q as well. So I don't know if that's just me in my mind thinking that I'm putting on an African-American accent, or whether that is just my American accent. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on, but I'm not trying to offend everybody at all. That is the last thing I want to do. But the director's not corrected me, so I guess it's just me in my head thinking that, you know, I'm making stupid choices about my delivery and stuff. but the character's got a lot of attitude, and I'm sort of playing it very, girl. Right, okay. I don't know if you watched this program. I watched it on Netflix, and a lot of people didn't like it, but I really, really enjoyed it. It was called Russian Doll on Netflix, and I absolutely loved it. And the character that I'm playing in Chicago, I'm trying to emulate the lead protagonist of Russian Doll. I can't remember the actress's name. I'll insert it here. But I'm trying to sort of emulate that kind of character. Like, doesn't give a shit, always has a cigarette in her hand, like, tries to play off people, like, trying to make people do what she wants them to do, but letting them think it's what they want, kind of thing. Is this a little bit deep? I don't know. But that's, I want to be her. I want my character to be her from Russian Doll. I just think it's an awesome character. But the accent, I don't know whether I've got it or not. I really need to practice. I really need to practice. God, I'm taking a long time with my eyeshadow today. It's because I'm enjoying talking to you. And it's ages since I've done, like, had time to put on loads of makeup and actually enjoy putting it on and stuff. Because, like, I've just been so busy. So other than rehearsing for Chicago, I've also been been to a rehearsal for Evita. You remember I auditioned for it and I didn't get it, and I knew I wouldn't get it. But I decided I would still like to be part of the show because I really, really like the show, and I really like the people that are going to be in the cast of the show. So I was like, right, okay, I'm definitely going to do Evita. Well, I went to rehearsal, the first rehearsal, and I am so glad that I have actually decided to be in the chorus because I fucking love the music, right? I completely forgot how much I loved it, how well I knew it as well. I'm just going to do a quick little cut crease while I'm talking to you. I forgot how much I loved the show, and we started singing, and it was just, oh God, my heart, I was so happy just listening to it. It's been years since I've watched the film. But my mum took me to the cinema to see it when it came out, and I was quite young. I believe it was about 97, 96? I don't know. I was quite young, and I didn't fully understand the story. But I remember the music, and I remember loving it and just being like, oh my God, where has this been all my life? Like, so, so happy. And it was around the time that my dad left as well. Because my parents got divorced when I was quite young. But it was around that. I remember it just being me and my mum, and it was something really special to us. Why am I crying? Whoo, period. Hi. Yeah, it was really, really special to us. And she bought the tape of the soundtrack for the car, and we used to fucking belt that out down down the motorway. Yeah, really, really special to me. In fact, one of the songs at my mum's funeral was from Evita, You Must Love Me, like one of the most heartbreaking songs in the world. God, I was not expecting this. See, this is why I don't do Get Ready With Me, because I always bring it back to some sad childhood memory and make you feel sorry for me, and that is not what I'm trying to do at all. I'm sorry. I'm just a really sad, depressed person, okay? Anyway, so yeah, I loved the Evita rehearsals, and we sang a song called A New Argentina. That was one of the songs we had to learn, which has quite a few harmonies in it. And I sing, and yeah, you're fully aware that I sing. But I am actually operatically trained, and I had operatic singing lessons for about 10 years of my life. So I used to sing proper opera, like full on arias and all that shit. But I didn't, I enjoyed it, but there was no money in it. And my mum was very business savvy. She knew that I could earn money from, I mean, this was like in the 90s. She knew that I could earn money from my voice. So that's why I started sort of going down the more jazz pop music sort of thing. But yeah, I had proper classical lessons. I was never taught to read music, unfortunately. That's one of my biggest regrets of my life. I think I would have been, I don't know, a very different person if I could read music, because I've had a lot more opportunities to sort of be taken seriously with my singing abilities. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Back to learning this song, Innovita. So we did this song, A New Argentina, and there's a really fucking high bit in that. And I wasn't convinced I'd be able to do it, because the last musical I did was Our House, which is madness, which is not very vocally demanding. Well, it wasn't for me anyway. And Evita's like totally different. It's really operatic, choral, almost sort of singing. I'm just setting this with a little bit of a nudie, light, beigey vanilla colour. So it was lovely to actually like sing, you know, really, really belt out that opera voice and rediscover it again almost, you know. Yeah, it was awesome. I really, really enjoyed it. And I chickened out the first time it was these super, super high notes. But after a couple of goes, I thought, do you know what? I can fucking sing this. I'm going to do it. And I did. And my God, I forgot I could sing that high. Like, I don't usually. So it was a little bit of a shock to myself that I could still do it. But I loved it. You know, I was really, really happy with the sound that came out. And obviously with more and more rehearsals, it's just going to get better, the sound of it, you know. So yeah, really, really cool. Really nice to be doing something other than like just straight musical theatre, sort of singing pop songs and stuff. So yeah, I was proper enjoying myself. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm really, really glad that I've actually committed to doing Evita, because it was just ace. And I'm really looking forward to being in it now. I know I've said that a million times, but yeah, it's going to be good fun. So I actually auditioned for another show as well, in between my last vlog and this one, and that was for West Side Story. And I wasn't going to audition for it. It was a couple of friends that kind of convinced me that I should do. You know, oh yeah, you could sing it easy, you know. And I'd sort of resisted wanting to audition for it, because West Side Story is a fucking dance show. Is it not? Is it just me that thinks this? No, it's a fucking dance show. Like, one of the biggest dance shows. Like, dance-wise and vocally-wise. Probably orchestral as well. One of the most demanding shows you could ask for, really. From actors as well, because they have to do really intense scenes. You have to be an all-rounder, basically, and I'm not. I'm good at singing, I'm alright at acting, but I'm no good at dancing, and I've said this a million times. I've just put a little bit of the professional primer. So anyway, yeah, I got talked into auditioning for it. And I didn't really prepare as much as I should have done, and I never do, because that's what I'm like. I'm a fucking nightmare. I just always think I can wing it. So I hadn't learnt my lines for the audition, and I was told, actually this was a little bit out of order, I was told that I was going to be accompanied on the piano for my singing audition. And when I got there, they decided, oh no, actually we're going to use backing tracks. And I had asked like the day before as well, will it be a backing track or will it be piano? And I was told it was going to be piano. So that was a bit annoying, but at the same time, whatever. It's not like it had made any difference to me. Like, I probably wouldn't have practiced it any more than if I had known it was a backing track. Do you know what I mean? So whatever. What foundation am I going to use? I've really been liking... I used to hate this, actually. Milani Conceal and Perfect, but because I've been self-tanning a lot recently, I've just scrubbed it off in the shower this morning. I've been using this and it's been really, really nice. It's really glowy and really good coverage, and I found I don't actually need concealer with it, but I don't think my skin's dark enough at the moment for it, so I think I'm going to go with a little bit of the Huda Beauty foundation today because it's really good coverage and it will last me till tonight. Because we're on... Whoa, where did that go? Because we're on 3 o'clock now and we're not seeing the movie till 8:30. And we're going out before anyway. Where's my brush? I've also been using a foundation brush recently. Don't know where that came from. I must have just not been bothered to clean my beauty blender or something one day and I used a brush and I really liked how quick it was, so I guess that's why. Anyway, excuse me, pardon me coming through, I'm doing a burp. So yeah, I sang at the audition and it was really, really hard. I didn't even say what part I was auditioning for. I was auditioning for Anita, which is like not the female lead, but a female lead. I think there's only really 2 female leads in the whole show. There's like Maria, who's the main leading lady, and then there's like her best mate Anita, who's supposed to be like a little bit older, wiser, a bit more feisty, but she sings a song, I like to be in America. Yeah, I look great singing that like this. So I had to sing that with the accent, the Puerto Rican accent. And as I said, I thought I was going to be singing it to a piano, and it wasn't. I showed up and they decided they were going to use a backing track. So it was really, really hard to sort of follow because there's not... The part of the music they wanted me to sing haven't got much accompaniment with it, but it's timed. Da, 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 da. And because it sort of threw it on me, I'm not making excuses. Anyway, they threw it on me and the conductor was conducting me instead of me being able to just sing it and perform and not have to worry about it because he should have been accompanying me on a piano. I couldn't perform it. I literally had to stand there and watch the conductor going, Puerto Rico, my heart's devotion, let it sing. Like, it was really unfair, to be fair, but it's all right. I'm not bothered, whatever. And then the other song I had to sing was actually called A Boy Like That Who'll Kill Your Brother, which is an amazing song. I think it's one of my favourite songs in the show. And when I was in a youth choir when I was about 13, 14 years old, we used to sing it. But I used to sing the Maria part, which is the super high soprano. And the part I was auditioning for is like the lower mezzo soprano voice, which meant I could really, really belt it. I know I look really, really pale. It's this lighting. Trust me. Don't worry. I'm going to bronze my face up to shit. So yeah, it was a bit sort of, that was easier to sing because, I knew the song really, really well and it didn't really matter about the backing track and whatever, because it was really obvious. It was really, really, really easy to follow that backing track. And because, you know, West Side Story, as I said before, is like a dance show, you know, they'd had to do dance auditions like the week before. Now, obviously, I hadn't done this dance audition because I didn't think I was going to be auditioning for this. I was like, no, I'm not auditioning. It's a dance show. I'm not doing it. Well, then my friends convinced me to do audition. And they were like, oh, they won't make you dance. You know, you missed the dance audition. They know you can move. They won't make you dance. Well, I kept saying to them, I think they will, because in the email they sent me, it said, Please wear something comfortable that you can dance in, as this is a dancing role. And they kept saying to me, no, they won't make you dance on your own. They won't. They're not. Well, they fucking did. And it was the most embarrassing thing ever, possibly ever. Maybe not ever, but it was fucking awkward. Because I kind of relaxed, actually, because I did the lib audition, like, you know, the speaking lines, script, whatever. I did that, and then I did the songs, and then the director said, well, thank you so much for coming. We'll be letting you know about parts as soon as we've made a decision. Show dates are this, and this week. Are you committed to anything else? Da, 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 da. They asked all the usual questions. And then the bastard said, right, Sonia's going to teach you a bit of dance now. Not bastard. He's not. He's lovely as Neil. But he put me into a false sense of security by giving me the thank you so much for coming, we'll be in touch soon speech. I was like, oh shit, yes, I don't have to dance. And then the fucker went, right, he's going to teach you dance. And I was like, oh no. So I kind of started to relax and lost that sort of focus of, I'm going to have to dance in a minute. I'm going to have to dance in a minute. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that was a bit annoying. They were really, really good about letting me know that I'd not got the part, because like Sonia, who's choreographing it, she knows how much I lack in confidence with myself. Like, she's really, really cool. And she actually called me probably about, I don't know, maybe an hour after my audition to tell me that I hadn't got it. And she said, I didn't want you to get it in an email and have your confidence knocked, because you honestly did really, really well. And it's the fact that it is such a dance heavy role that you didn't get it, and we need somebody that's going to be confident with lifts, and which I never would be in a million years. I'd feel really sorry for the people trying to lift me as well. And that's absolutely fine, and I completely get it. Like, I don't know, I went for it because I know I can sing it and I know I can act it, but at the same time I knew, it's the same with Evita, like, I knew deep down I wouldn't get it because it is such a dance heavy part. But you know what, you've got to go for these things, haven't you? Like, I've played Tracy Turnblad, which is a dancer, and I beat off 26 other girls to get that bloody part, and if I hadn't have gone for it, I never would have known if I got it or not, and I bloody did get it. So there you go. It just goes to show you've got to take a chance. And I knew they were going to cast it young. I said as soon as they announced they were going to do it that, oh, they'd be better off casting it young, getting some fresh blood in, to sell some bloody tickets, because it is so hard to get bums on seats. I figured if you cast it young, you're going to have all these, you know, teenagers with really supportive families, you know, grandma, granddad, aunties, uncles, they're all going to want to come and see him on their, you know, stage debut. And all the people like me who have been in shows for years, and quite frankly, your family and friends are sick of coming to see you and stuff, like, that's not going to sell tickets. So I completely understand why they've done it, and I think it's going to be really good for the society, because I think it's going to sell out. Like, it's a bit shit that all the people who have been committed to the, you know, the society for years and that haven't really got a look in with the casting, because it is such a young cast. Like, everybody, pretty much everybody is a new member and has no experience of being in a society like this before. Like, I'm sure they've all got experience being on stage, but it is a little bit crap. But at the same time, you've got to think about the future of your, you know, society. Like, you've got to get bums on seats, or else, you know, you're not going to have any money to put on shows again. So it's 3:20. What else have I been up to? Oh, So I went to go and watch Take That in concert. When was that? I don't know. It's about a couple of weeks ago. It was absolutely pissing it down. Like, it was 2 weeks ago, and I think I'm still a little bit wet from the concert. Like, honestly, it was pouring down. Excuse me. And we were stood out as well. It was in the John Smith Stadium in Huddersfield, where I live. And yeah, we were very much outdoors. And do you know what? It was a really, really good night. Really, really enjoyed it. But I'm going to be honest, I think I enjoyed the warm-up support act a little bit more than Take That. Which was Rick Astley. As in, never gonna give you up. Yeah, amazing. He was really, really good. He was so, like, down to earth and, like, really cheeky and funny and spontaneous, and he was absolutely awesome. Whereas Take That were awesome, like they were, honestly, but it lacked personality for me. Like, it just seemed so rehearsed and timed to the second, and I don't know, it lacked a little bit of personality, I guess, yeah, is the word. As talented as the boys are, it just didn't, I don't know. I thought to myself, I bet if I'd have watched this at the cinema, because you know how they do like pre-recorded concerts and they show them at the cinema for people that can't get tickets, I'd have had the same experience. I'd have been a lot drier, but it'd have been the same sort of, oh, wasn't that lovely sort of feeling, do you know? But I've never seen Take That, and I always have wanted to, but I don't know, I don't think I'd rush to watch them again, like if it was just the three of them, because there's no Robbie, there's no Jason Orange anymore. It's just, it's just Howard and Mark and Gary. I forgot to say what contour I was using. It's a little Becca Duo highlighter and contour in the shade Low Light. I know I've piled on a load of weight as well since my last video. I probably have, I don't know. I just haven't given a shit recently about what I've been eating. But twice this week, somebody said to me, oh, you're looking slim. Have you lost some more weight? I was like, are you fucking kidding? I put about a stone on. Not a stone, but near enough. Maybe like half a stone. And somebody else said, oh, you've really managed to keep your weight off, haven't you? I was like, no. Absolutely not. I've been piling it on, actually, but thank you. So yeah, I think it's time to really seriously stop fucking about and just get a few pounds off before this holiday. Because I have so many lovely clothes from Florida last year. How much heavier am I than... I'm exactly half a stone heavier than when I went to Florida last year. So yeah, I really need to sort that out. I can't be going looking like this, because I know I'm just gonna feel so much better if I've just got that half a stone off, like if I just feel comfortable in my skin. Sorry, I'm using the viewfinder as a mirror, and I know it's really annoying when people do that. It really annoys me, but there you go. I'm just going to use a little bit of bronzer now. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is the light bronzer, and I'm not as keen on it as just the straight bronzer. Like, I think it's just called bronzer. Yeah, so the one I'm using is the shade 6675, but the one I prefer is 6676, and it's just bronzer. Woo! But the packet, I don't know if you can see, it's all like broken up and knackered inside, but I've kept it to remind me to get the right shade. Oh, and it smells so good. In fact, I think I was going to ask my friend that's going to America to get me a couple of these to bring back with her, and I'd completely forgotten. I'd said to her, oh, I know you're going to America and there's something I want you to get me, but I can't remember what it is. I'm pretty sure it's these, because I think this might be my last one. And I might ask her to get me a Lash Paradise L'Oreal mascara as well, because I freaking love that mascara. Although, to be fair, the one I'm using at the moment has just got good. Like, I don't know if you're one of those people like me that likes mascaras when they're like 3 months old. They're so much better, aren't they? Why is that? Because they go all like clumpy and weird and, oh yeah, so much better. So I've just like concentrated this bronzer on my bronzy areas, but I'm also just brushing it over everywhere just to try and get rid of that sort of white cast and try and blend it in with any of the fake tan that might be sort of left over on my chest area, because my God, it is so hard to get rid of this fake tan that I've been using. Like, once it's on, it is on. Like, my legs are the most beautiful golden brown colour. I cannot shift it. Oh, I had my hair coloured as well. I don't know if you can tell. It's slightly a little bit more blonde and ashy than it was. Last time I say ashy, it's sort of like a beigey blonde. But I've been really happy with how blonde it is. And also the placement of my extensions has been really, really nice this time as well. Yeah, really, really happy with my hair at the moment. So, because it was in dire need of sorting out. Oh my God, it was just hanging on by like 2 hairs, because I'm so bad. I like lecture all my hair customers, like, make sure you use silver shampoo and don't brush it when it's wet and do as you're told. And then I don't bloody do it myself. Like, I am the worst. I've been so busy at work, hairdressing work, I mean, because that's my only job. Yeah, I've just been so busy the last few weeks. What have I been doing? Just colouring all the time. I don't have very many cutting customers anymore. Like, you know, there's some people that don't get the hair colour, they just get it cut every 6 to 8 weeks or whatever. I don't have many of those left now. I seem to have mainly colouring customers. Oh, I'm using the Ofra Star Island. Yeah. Ofra Star Island highlighter. Blinding motherfucker. Yeah, so I tend to just be colouring all day now. That's like, and I love it because like I always wanted to like specialise in colour. So that's really, really, really cool that I'm doing what I want to do. But at the same time, it's like, oh, my fingers cannot take anymore. Like, I did a colour, not yesterday, the day before. I had a shower and a bath since, and I don't know if you can see, but like my fingers are just so stained with colour. Like, I know I need to wear gloves, I know. And I do wear gloves, but somehow it just managed to sneak in there. Just a bit of highlighter on my nose. And in the corner. Boop. Cute. Love that highlighter. I've been bringing it right down onto like the apples of my cheeks as well recently. Like, I never used to do that, but I just kind of like that sweaty, glowy thing that seems to be the trend at the moment. I do kill it off a little bit with a bit of blush on top. I've always done that, but I just think it looks really cute. This is another thing that I've been doing recently, and that is not setting my under eyes. You know, like people bake it or put a bit of powder there. I've stopped doing that because I find it just makes my under eyes look so much more crepey than they actually are. Like, all the powder just sat in there. So this is actually like, okay, it's dried down concealer, but it's not set concealer. So you can see it's like settled in the lines there. But it's okay because I just buff out whatever's left on my blending brush from doing my eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna run that underneath and blend it in to where that line has been created under my eye. And it just kind of makes it look a little bit more put together. Does that make sense? I don't know. But that's like my new favourite thing to do, not to like set my under eyes. I've really been cutting back on makeup at work as well, because I probably said in my last, I don't know whether I said this in my last video or not, but I haven't been able to afford to buy lovely, nice makeup, and I feel like I look better without makeup as opposed to cheap makeup. Does that make sense? So because I've been trying to save all my nice expensive makeup for like going out or going on holiday, like I'm trying to save all my nice foundation and stuff for going on holiday, it means that I haven't been wearing makeup as much recently. And you know what? I've been okay with that. Like, I feel like I'm accepting my makeup-free face a lot more than I ever have in my life. Yeah, I don't know. I'm all right with it. I'm all right with looking ugly some days. At the end of the day, I'm at work to make other people look nice. Do you know what I mean? They don't care what I look like. And you know what? I am old and I have eye bags and eye wrinkles. I'm fucking old. I am 32. Oh, how depressing. I remember definitely in my last vlog that I did that I showed you I had made my own setting spray by putting Fix Plus and broken up crushed scrapings from my favourite highlighters into a little bottle. But unfortunately, the plunger has broken on this, which is like my favourite mister. The Cover Effects spray is fantastic. It's so fine. So I was like, fuck, right, okay, fine. Okay, I will use my Kat Von D Locket, because this is a very similar spray nozzle to this one. So I twisted it off and started to pour in the mixture from here into here. Fucking broke this one as well, didn't I? So now I have two lovely, there's some in here and there's some in here still. They don't fucking work. So I'm just going to have to admit defeat and buy a bottle. That was just a bit of MAC Fix Plus, the best smell in the world, in my opinion. I just love the smell of it. And I just keep my eyes shut and press that in. All that powder on my face. Just try and melt that in so I don't look so crusty and dry and powdery. Try and keep my eyes shut as well, because I don't want like it to crease, or at least I keep looking down anyway, because then it doesn't crease from like the wetness of the spray. Do you remember when I did a recording with my friend Hugh for his Sudcast podcast that he does? I was his special guest one week where he was talking about Disney, all things Disney. He's done a couple more Sudcasts, which have been excellent. He's been talking to actors and things like that. It's really interesting. But he's actually started a second podcast with his wife Lucy and his friend Chris, and they're both massive Disney people as well, where they review different Disney films each week. So they've started off with Snow White, they've done Pinocchio, and they've just done Fantasia. They've just done the third one. It's so interesting. If you are into Disney, you need to listen to this podcast. It's called 37 Disney Street. Is it because they're 37 years old? I'm not sure. But it's really interesting. There's loads of like trivia and fun facts, things you just didn't know about the film. It's a lot about the concept of it and the research that went into it and the animation techniques and the development. It's just so interesting. So I will link that down below. 37 Disney Street podcast. It's really good. And I've just realised my top is on backwards. So yeah, Hugh has asked me if I would like to do another Sudcast with him. And we're not sure what we're going to do it on yet. I think it might be Toy Story. But I think we're going to have to wash the car or something, because we've already done washing up. We don't want to do washing up again, so he's suggested that we wash the car. Yeah, I don't think I'm quite as enthused with that idea. Oh my god, speaking of washing up / sorting out my life, something happened to me. It was Rosie's birthday about 3-4 weeks ago, and it was bank holiday weekend, and I got quite drunk on the Saturday night, and the Sunday just laid about in bed doing nothing. But then the Monday, bank holiday Monday, some kind of epiphany happened, and I cleaned my kitchen for 7 hours. Yeah, like actual, took everything out of the cupboard, cleaned it all, cleaned the cupboard, put it back, organised it, threw stuff away. My kitchen is beautiful now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I hate the tiles, I hate the units, but to say how ugly it is and what I've got to work with, I'm really happy with how it looks at the moment. So yeah, something happened, and then it happened in the bedroom, and then it happened in the bathroom, and then it happened in the lounge, and I've just been like clean freak, washing up all the time, putting stuff away, ironing. Like, it is very unlike me. Me and Rosie actually had this conversation the other day. I said, how old were you when you stopped being messy? Like, you realised, oh my god, this is appalling, I can't live like this, I need to clean up. She said she was 12 when it happened. I'm 32, so I'm like 20 years late to the clean party, but I've never been clean and organised. But somehow something happened to me over that bank holiday weekend that made me want to sort my life out, and boy did I. So that's been really nice. We've been really happy, like, tidy house, tidy mind, you know. Yeah, it's been awesome. Another thing that's been awesome is that our friends have come back from New Zealand. Like, they emigrated years ago. You will have seen them in vlogs. In fact, I think it was maybe my 2nd or 3rd ever vlog, ever vlog up on this channel, was them coming home for the first time in a few years. So yeah, they're back finally. They've moved back to England, which is awesome. So we're seeing them tonight as well, which will be nice. I'm gonna go for something to eat. We're gonna go Pizza Express and watch Toy Story. It'll be lovely. I'm gonna have a lovely, lovely evening. My sister got her hair done. When was it? On Thursday this week. And she said, oh, we're having a family outing to watch Toy Story 4. I was like, oh, actually, yeah, we've already planned to go. She was like, right, here's my card details, book us all in, we're all coming. So there's actually 12 of us going tonight. So that's cute. Like, little family Disney outing again. I really want a holiday to Florida so bad. I've done one wing, it's very wet, and I'm scared to do the other one now because that looks really, really nice, and I think I'm going to mess up the other one. I really, really wanted to bake a cake yesterday, but when I cleaned out my kitchen, I threw away all my baking stuff because, you know, when you've not used it for so long, it can get a bit like hard and lumpy and weird and stuff. So I chucked it all. And yeah, have not made the cake yet, so I might do it tomorrow. I might try and upload this video today while I'm filming. Like, just upload it straight away. No editing. Or minimal editing. Just so I've got some new content on my channel, because 4 weeks is a long time to be quiet on YouTube. I don't think I've lost any subscribers, but it's not something I want to look at, really, because it always depresses me whenever I look at my stats on YouTube. Like, people moan, oh no, I've only had 5,000 views on this video. It's like, are you kidding? I get 5. because I'm boring as fuck. I do get a lot of comments though saying like, oh, you're such an underrated channel, why don't you have more subscribers and stuff, and thank you so much for saying that. That is so cute. I don't know, share this video, tell somebody, tell them to subscribe, because I can only ask so many times without pissing people off. Okay, eyeliner, a little bit wonky. Okay, I'm going to pause the video here and put my eyelashes on, and I'll be right back. Just realised I made a horrible mistake. I'm going to see a Disney movie and I haven't put waterproof mascara on. My Florida holiday is about to come to an end, for real. I'm very sad. I'm not going to put my lipstick on because I usually just put that on right before I leave the house, so that it's nice and fresh. I've been watching Raw Beauty Christie's microscope video this morning. I'll link that down below. It's disgusting. She uses this camera, video camera, that like zooms in 1,000 times, and she was looking at like a pair of used eyelashes. My god, I've just put a fresh pair on because yeah, you need to store and look after your eyelashes, guys, because the amount of nasty shit in there. Okay, I'm ready, apart from my lipstick obviously. I'm all done and dusted and ready to go watch Toy Story 4, so I will finish it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you haven't been bored to death, and that's about it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. If you have subscribed, thank you so much. You're amazing. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!